Howdy, y'all. Today I looked at Esther chapter 7. If you remember in Esther chapter 6, the king celebrated Mordecai, and Haman had to be the one to give Mordecai the robes and escort Mordecai around town to be celebrated. So Haman is shook up. But then, of course, Esther had threw a second feast, and so Haman gets brought to the feast that Esther threw for him and the king. So in chapter 7, the king once again asked Esther during this feast, "What can I do for you? I can give you anything up to half of my kingdom." Esther pretty much asked, "Spare us, king, because my people have a bounty on their head right now. And if it was just slavery, we'd be quiet. I wouldn't say nothing. But there's been a decree basically for our judges." And the king is like, "What? Who done it?" And Esther is like, "This wicked man right here, Haman." The king was so mad, and by the way, he had been drinking. We've already established that King Ahasuerus likes to drink. But the king got so mad, he had to get up and go and excuse himself for a minute. And so while he's out the room, Haman is now begging Esther for his life. So much so that he's pretty much on the same couch as her, like, "Please, please, please." And King Ahasuerus walks back in the room and sees this and says, "You assaulted my wife in front of me, even after you've done all this?" And no time was wasted. They cover Haman's face, and then somebody tells him, one of his servants says, "Hey, it's some gallows that Haman had built for Mordecai." And the king says, "You know what? Hang him on them gallows." So that's what they did. And after Haman's execution, the king's wrath was abated. And see, this is what happens when you follow your pride and ego rather than following God. Haman thought he was getting away with something. Haman thought he had a good plan and a good scheme. Haman thought he was the bee's knees. And just like that, Haman's world turned around. This is also an example of God executing his vengeance. You ain't gotta get your lick back. God will get your lick back if you wait, if you let him. Not that we want to see people fail or see people hurt, but keep that in mind. If we do somebody dirty, it'll come back. So be wise and quit while you're ahead. Don't think so highly of yourself. That don't mean think lowly of yourself. That means focus on God and everybody else. Don't focus on yourself. It's not about you. As soon as you make it about you, pow, blindsided. Hopefully that wakes you up today. There's a proverb that says, "Pride comes before the fall, and haughtiness before destruction." It's also written in scripture that God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Don't put yourself above people. Don't feel like you deserve more or you better, or there's something special about you that someone else doesn't have. Because it's true, you're different, you're unique, and you're beautifully and wonderfully made, but so is the next person. Let me remind you that there's no one better than you, but you are not better than anyone. All right, that's it. That's the lesson. Love ya. Peace.